bitter criticism. Reading, I will try to read something from Al Jazeera that's not was not genocide. I'm not complaining about it, but and says economy, Al Jazeera economy, education. Australia caps international student numbers amid discontent over housing. Education minister says enrollments to be limited to 270,000 in 2025 in bid to create a better and a fairer system. We have a photograph of international students from China taking photos at the University of Sydney on August 27, 2024. Australia has announced a cap on the number of international students amid growing public discontent over rising housing costs. Yeah. Education Minister Jason Clare said on Tuesday that enrollments at publicly funded universities and vocational institutions will be limited to 270,000 in 2025 as part of efforts to create a better and fairer system. Quote, what this means is next year there will be about the same number of international students starting a course here as there were before the pandemic, Claire said at a news conference. Quote, there will be more in our universities and there will be fewer in our private vocational providers. You know, I didn't know that there were publicly funded universities in Australia. I thought it was all private. Anyway, Claire said the number of international students enrolled at universities was about 10% higher than before the COVID-19 pandemic, while enrollments and private vocational and training providers were about 50%. Quote, students are back, but so are the shonks, people who are seeking to exploit this industry to make a quick buck. Claire said, using an Australian slang term for a person involved in dishonest or suspicious activities. The government's announcement comes after Australia in February saw the number of international students top 700,000 for the first time, helping drive net migration to record levels. Net overseas migration hit an all-time high of 548,800 in dollars. No, not dollars. Migration, high of people. Yeah, 548,800 people in the year of September 2023. 60% rise compared with the previous year. The record influx has stoked public concerns about soaring housing costs. Australia's property prices have soared more than 40% nationwide since the start of the pandemic, with the median house in Sydney now valued at $965,000. In an essential research poll released on Tuesday, 69% of respondents said migration was having a negative effect on house prices. The proportion of respondents who said migration was generally negative for Australia, 42%, was up 8 points compared with November 2023. In an essential research poll published in May, about half of migrants and refugees said they felt they were being unfairly blamed for the unaffordability of housing. Education in Australia, fourth biggest exports industry after iron ore, gas and coal, contributing 36.4 billion Australian dollars, $24.7 billion to the economy in the 2022-2023 financial year. Tertiary education peak body universities Australia criticized the enrollment cap, accusing the government of applying the handbrake to a crucial industry. International students' fees help drive Australia's economy and support university to operate, making up a shortfall in government funding for research, teaching and campus infrastructure. Universities Australia Chair David Lloyd said in a statement on Tuesday, quote, "Every dollar from overseas students is reinvested back into Australia's universities. Having fewer students here will only widen the funding gap at a time universities need greater support." Source Al Jazeera. So yeah, I don't know what to say. I thought, well, this article says the two things, isn't it? There are publicly funded universities in Australia, but students also pay for their fees, so it's kind of contradictory.